Thank you so much, Pyrian Flex, for ruining the surprise for everybody. It's time for the escape cast.
Woo! Let's go,
Just
baby!
like Pyrian, you should escape the building out of shame.
You should.
For ruining this extremely, incredibly important and exciting moment for everybody involved.
Yeah, I'm the most
As we get
important
into an
person
immediate pause.
Beautiful.
So Tsunami said the game was paused, and that's why they didn't go to us. As a matter of fact, the game was not paused, but then when they went to us, it did get paused. So good job.
here. Oh, it turns out Tsunami is just a goddamn genius. And we had some really big hot takes. I think so. Shannon was saying EG are gonna win because Collapse is not a Blink hero.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
That's a really hot take. You could buy Blink on Visage.
True story.
That's probably a hotter take.
Is that good?
Have you ever seen that? I don't know if I've ever seen that.
No, that just sounds hot garbage.
Yeah. Well, that would fit Shannon, so that's a...
Well, unlucky for Shannon, they didn't pick Necrophos, so he cannot shit on me.
Shannon
As he's here, I think he's a little jealous.
He's cheering for us. He's
Get out of here, Shannon.
Insecure. He was like, please tell me I did well on panel. Tell me I'm a good horse.
Yeah, honestly, I think they did great on panel.
Absolutely. I think Shannon has a lot of wisdom. You just need to lower your expectations. Then it's very wise.
And the pizza had more time to wear off, so I think the brain had some more power.
It needs to ferment in its belly. And then ultimately Whisper comes out. All right, Whisper's back. Go when ready says collapse. So it looks like we are about ready to get into this. Broodmother is indeed missing, Mira. So is everybody else from the enemy team because you don't see anybody right now.
That's a good point.
But you're about to see Panda in mid. Yotaro with the night vision will
Was that smart?
see to the other side of this. I don't know what the reason was for the pause, actually. I don't think they
didn't say anything.
disclosed that, but we're good
Had
to go.
maybe finish some food. Go to the toilet.
So what do you make of the strategies here? Obviously, the Brood got picked up, and they got the Morph and banned the Anti-Mage. Do you think Slark is a good solution to both of these cores? And how does he fare against Puck?
So Slark against Morph matchup is kind of strange. I know that some people think it's good, but I have not really seen it work out yet. He just buys Axe, turns it into you. So basically, he kind of dooms you because now he's the better you. You lane well against Brood early on, but then later you have to like do some back and forth. But I think overall it should be a good Slark game, and he has a lot of bros that are gonna go in with him. I think that's the most important part.
Yeah, there's nothing more important in Dota than having friends.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, unlucky. Maybe next year.
Yeah.
Miposhka, a bit of exchange of blood grenades here. Yotaro will fall to about 30%, but he should be healing up decently here with a couple of tangos. But essentially will show up to lane with more or less no resources, even choosing to TP here. So quite a bit of pressure put by EG already here. And this lane, so you were talking about the Slark against Brood matchup. How does this dynamic change with Skywrath? Because Sky is one of the heroes that usually puts the most pressure on the carry in the first few minutes of the laning stage itself. Do you think Yotaro is still going to get you comfortable, and how much can Disruptor really help?
Yeah, I think Svert should actually lose this lane. I didn't pay too much attention to the support duel, so thank you for that. At Skyrath...
Oh, shit!
Suck it,
Somebody
Shannon!
else didn't pay attention. It's Collapse. He paid a lot of attention. Pakaz did not pay enough attention. He didn't notice in the draft that Collapse was not playing a Blink Initiator. And because of that, he can actually kill heroes level 1, Sunsven TV. Great prediction.
Suck it, Shannon.
Already disappointing with the first blood at 50 seconds in. Collapse. Off to a great start. Yeah, that's kind of an interesting lane dynamic. Morphling usually will play on very low health, but I mean, that's just a flat-out blunder, right?
I think since Morph hasn't seen much play lately, maybe he's not very much used to it.
Yeah, Pakaz might not be used to it. Yeah. I mean, he's probably not used to playing against Visage, to be fair.
I mean, that's probably one thing. But you kind of need to be ready for that, right? You even start with the stick because you know the spam is coming out. And it's not, so what, it was a Charge of Darkness level 1 into the Soul of Assumption?
I genuinely don't understand how he died, actually.
Well, either way, well played
from
Collapse, because Pukas did not see that coming.
No. Taking advantage of a bit of... Okay, we're going to see the replay here. So, okay, he's floating around.
He's just dead.
All right.
Well, Collapse is just a TI winner. I would chuckle.
Like, what? Oh, well, it's going the other way as well up top, so Matthew will finish off Yotaro, and this is going to be a double for Matthew.
Time to suicide.
And this is honestly, this is the dream scenario for Skywrath. You get 2 kills, you get to instantly suicide to the tower and show back with full resources. That's a very good start.
Well, this is very good for EG and something they need when Pakaz kind of hands out free, like, what, 400 gold to Collapse early on. But yeah, this lane is not going to be good at all for Yotaro. I mean, they did last pick the Slark.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they would hope to have a better lane. But with level 1 Glimpse on Miposhka not really being able to trade, no Kinetic Field, They're going to play more on some defensive stuff up top.
And I guess something that's a little bit interesting about this matchup as well is Slark against most melee heroes has more or less a guaranteed pounce path. But against Brood, he can actually suddenly get on top of you and you might not be able to disengage. And you're playing against the Skywrath with Concussive Shot and Blood Grenade. We might see a trade again here. Whisper laying into him. There's that exact combination. Yatoro again can't afford to die here. Oh, he's dead. Right? He's dead.
Yeah, he's living. He's living.
He's salved, but that I mean
that is still horrible.
That's almost a death. Well, they get a kill in return, but honestly can't say with full confidence that was a good trade for Spirit despite killing Matthew, because Yatoro has to get salved twice. This one was Miposhka's, I think, so that should only be a half one.
That's a double salve, and I mean, Matthew will just come back with full mana. I don't think this lane is gonna get much better. It's also pushing in really hard into the Brood.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Spirit are gonna have to work cut out for them up here. I mean, Yatoro doesn't even have pounce yet.
A bit of experience advantage coming the way of Whisper, obviously, but level 3 on Miposhka is also pretty nice. Curious to see how he goes about this, if it's just going to be the standard max out Glimpse, or if he will get a value point in Thunderstrike in this lane, perhaps. Could be a way of dealing a little bit with that Brood pressure. We haven't looked so much at mid. This is traditionally a Puck-favored matchup, but Laurel is really showing up today against C-Smile so far. 25-3 against 20-1. What does Queen do here? So obviously you don't skill Shadow Strike. When do you get it in the game?
I guess you just skip it completely. We have a little swing and a miss in the bottom lane.
Nice Team Rocket blast off there. Oh, Mira!
I love Morphling.
Yeah, good. Then you're gonna love this tournament, I'm sure. Collapse gonna get blood grenaded. A little bit of follow through here. Not gonna be the end of the world, but they do bully him down to half, and he doesn't have any regen except the tower, so it will take him quite a while to get back up to healthy. And Pakaz, after a rough little first blood feed, will be stabilizing, and despite everything that went wrong down there, is still staying ahead of Yatoro.
Yeah, he's having a pretty good early lane. So we have another little chargy.
Yeah, that was not interested. Thank you, Observers. Let's look at Disruptor take a bounty run.
Nope. Back to bottom.
Disruptor was actually dropping dangerously low. Actually, Matthew is on top of him. The Observers know exactly what they're doing.
14 stick charges!
That's a lot of sticks. He will live, but yeah, probably. I don't even know if he needs to go. He doesn't need to go back to base. He has full mana. He's just going to salve up and head back up top. What do you think about the skill build in this lane? Do you think 0-2-1 is good with Slark?
I'm not sure. I mean, I guess they're playing more on... is Thunderstrike just too bad of a spell? Hold, top and bottom.
Because with the raindrop, not too scared of collapse.
Oh, yeah.
Kills Moo Cow. And, well, they get Whisper in return up top, so that's a big one. Slark.
There you go. If I laned with you here, you would have the different skill build. We would not have killed him.
Yeah, we would have been 5-0 already from Thunderstrike, I'm sure.
That's true. I would be 5-0 on Slark right now.
So despite getting that kill, Yatoro actually still no stacks on the Essence Shift. He has 2 assists, but hasn't been in range for them.
Very unfortunate, but let's get into the mid matchup. So you asked what does Queen do to the Puck?
Yeah.
I guess with Puck having been nerfed so many times, I'm not too surprised that Lard was slightly winning the CS matchup. I mean, he still is. You also can get this Falcon Blade with more early damage, which Puck can't really do, as Matthew.
Matthew's in trouble here. He's going to get kinetic fielded up. The support of Spirit combining for this, which should be an easy kill. Oh, one more bash with
the Glimpse. Oh, yeah.
There's just something about killing with Glimpse. It's so satisfying.
Yeah, it's like cool kids. They don't... Oh, Larl has a haste rune. Whisper.
Yeah. We'll get charged. This matchup, not the greatest for the Brood. They're going to need a Sonic for this. It's not enough just yet. Whisper kiting around the trees. Was that an uphill miss? Anyway, he's going to get glimpsed to death. So there's the Puck rotation coming in now from C-Smile. Will leash onto the Queen, but no follow-up.
And he doesn't care at all.
Kind of a complete waste there from Chris, unless that might have saved Skywrath from being dove, but I think that was an okay situation for Laurel.
I mean, pretty good for Team Spirit. Get to use the active rune, go up top, help Yatoro a bit more. Because it's really important in this Brood Slark matchup, like whoever gets 6 first. So getting this kill on Whisper is really, really important for their game.
Yeah, they're pretty much equalized in experience now, despite Whisper being ahead earlier. Is it fair to say that this is the worst start we've seen out of a Brood in this second group stage? In terms of just raw net worth minute 7? He is...
Yeah, I think so.
Very far down. This hero has been dominating its lanes and really snowballing games a lot of the time, but this time around, Spirit really has his number, so... Pretty concerning for EG. Also, when you think about their team dynamic, Whisper a lot of the time really in the driver's seat for this team in moves, and Not exactly his ballpark of hero necessarily.
I guess it is his first time playing it, because they generally do play it on C Smile in the mid lane.
Yeah.
So I am a little surprised that their lane is... I mean, he's only 200 gold behind Yatoro, so he can still recover, as Mira is being a little bit sneaky down bottom against Pakaz.
Matthew gonna get glimpsed to death. With a scream will do it. Gonna be a trade-off though. Whisper will get Miposhka. A nice little celebratory dream call. Beautiful flower on the ground here from C Smile. A big fan of nature, will gladly plant whenever he can.
Very
nice. Gets the rune. Also dodges that scream with a phase shift. Very well done.
Okay, he made up for the nothing coil on the ground by at least picking up the rune.
Yeah.
Well played, C Smile. Just testing. It does work. It works.
Still sick.
Oh, the bounty rune, Cinneren. This is what I've learned from your guys' cast.
Yeah, Dire seems to just get more bounty runes. Now that we can finally talk to someone else than Sunsfan about this, what's your take on that? Is it just the layout of the map? Is it because of Dire's movement paths? Because the games we've cast, for the most part, there's a clear Dire advantage on number of runes taken. We'll get to that in a second. Panda needs to be bashed the crap out of it. First, he's going to get Grave Chilled, he's going to get Assumption, and he's going to get killed. And that's it. Nothing more. That's a mega long range.
Wow, he used phase shift.
He pressed phase shift.
Oh, that was sick. So
that used to pull Puck out of phase shift.
It did. Some years ago. A long time ago.
Yep.
We have moved on, luckily. And to your guys' stupid bounty rune discussion.
What a dumbass discussion.
I think it's the map layout and pro players being lazy.
Lazy?
Yep.
Oh, well, we got a couple of kills here. As C-Smile will take down Mira, and the return kill will be on Matthew. And Spirit should be very happy with this. This is leading into a mid-tier 1. The Familiar is being put to use here. Collapse. Top net worth minute 9, as Sunsfan was predicting, is going to have an outstanding performance on the Visage. He's 3-0-0.
I'm surprised that Collapse can play Dota. Are you surprised?
Yeah, it's actually unbelievable.
Yeah.
Who would have known?
Definitely could not have seen that coming.
1.8.
At 9 minutes, that's a lot.
That's a lot of damage, but if he was playing Axe, I'm sure he would have had more building damage.
He would have chopped 8 heroes by now with his Blink Dagger Rush.
Absolutely. Minimum. Uh-oh. Miposhka.
Spidey's
Gonna run into
he's baiting
the whole family, but it's a trap. But for who? Is it a trap? Wait.
And a boo?
Nobody's actually getting really caught out by this at all. Yatoro will be able to disengage here. They get the charge set up onto Whisper now.
The Cowman is coming. Cowman.
No ulti on Mira yet, though, so no real follow-up.
Okay.
Two-man coil, instantly snapping it on Mira with Bulldoze running, so he's going to get out of trouble. Yatoro. Yeah, they're going to glimpse the Brute. This is maybe a kill. He's still
what is
kind of
happening?
around.
Oh, Laurel!
That's insane, Laurel! What are you doing, Laurel? Well, he's trading Yatoro.
Laurel!
Is Yatoro also going to be trading? I don't know. Well, I mean, so far great for Team Spirit.
What's happening?
This is a crazy-ass fight. Looks like we'll get another kill now onto Matthew, and there it is.
Cowman. Huh.
The Nether Strike into the Glimpse and Collapse.
We have a triple.
Absolutely crushing this game. Cannot wait for the post-game analysis from Sunsfan TV on this one, and digging deep for all the excuses he can possibly come up with. He was hearing voices, the pizza was lying to him.
Then surely
Could have been
the
anything.
food. Did you give him some of your food earlier?
I did not.
It's only the pizza then.
That's probably the reason he doesn't really have the smarts. He's eating the wrong stuff. That's got to be it. Well, the push is going to come to an end despite having the siege creep. They're not going to really be able to take this down, but still a 4K lead for Spirit. Really solid start here. We've seen Morphling carry many a game, and as you talked about, I would agree. Morph against Slark, I would consider a good Morph matchup in general once you get to Ags, but before that, a lot of the time Slark with a fast diffusal Echo Saber can really put a lot of pressure on Morph around the map, and given that Pakaz is not having his best game so far, potentially something that could be happening here.
There's an interesting smoke right now.
Static Storm, they managed to catch him. Familiar is coming in from the side, waiting on the bird drops here. 1, 2, collapse. Spirit actually going to get the kill on Miposhka here, but don't really care too much. It's a big pick either way. And keep in mind, this game, this series rather, is actually do or die for Spirit. I'm not sure if the panel really got to cover this with the current standings, but if Spirit lose this, they're out. Because a win will give them a chance at a tiebreaker for 4th, I believe, with how things stand. And a loss will put them to, I believe, 2 and 4, and that will be a best case outcome of 3 and 4, which won't be enough. There's a glimpse onto Panda. Scream Sonic. All right, they really hate techies. Many people do. Almost trading, actually, but not quite getting off the blast off. Good coil, though, from C-Smile onto 3. And here comes the Morphling. Is it a Waterman? Is it a cow? I don't know. It could be literally any creature. That's what's really appealing about this hero. He can actually just be you, but better.
He can be anything. Yeah. He's just you, but better. Oh, glimpse.
Well, we'll glimpse him back, but I mean, this is surely not going to lead to anything.
I'm sorry, guys, you can't kill a 4,000 HP hero at minute 12.
Morphling was a little bit too tanky there. He had, I want to say, yeah, probably 4k health too much.
Yeah, he had the attribute shift ready, so he couldn't really die. But Spirit they're making it work. They're up 5k gold at 12 minutes. And if you look at this EG draft, it's not like they have a lot of damage in this early game to go through, especially a 12-minute pipe on Collapse.
That is stupidly fast for a pipe with Solar Crest as well. So, and it's a nice thing about this pairing of heroes with the... I find that when you play support with Slark, this is like the best hero in Dota to put Solar Crest on.
Yeah.
He benefits so much from getting those extra attacks in that you give him, and it just ramps him up further in the fight. So Collapse having that for him is really good. There's a charge. Yep, they're going to find the glimpse onto Matthew. That's a freebie. And keep in mind, Spirit playing from ahead here with Disruptor Spirit Breaker supports is a dream. These two heroes love being ahead, love just terrorizing the entire map. They have Slark for vision at nighttime. They have Visage for vision in general. And I gotta say, I'm already really worried for EG in this game. I don't know how you get your how the hell do you get out of this situation?
I'm not sure if you could play against a more scary lineup from behind, especially this much gold at this stage of the game. You're gonna lose all your wards to Slark whenever you show on the map, because, okay, you're down 6k gold, you can't really fight, all you wanna do is split push, and now you're just gonna get charged everywhere on the map. You're gonna have to hope that your bros on Team Spirit are gonna have some, I don't know, disconnect or do a really big mistake. Could happen. You never know.
What combos do you have? So you have Coil. I think Techies is kind of the most important here.
Oh, no phase shift.
No phase indeed. Sonic.
Oh, unluck.
There was a puck there a moment ago, but Miposhka gets another kill. So, yeah, what's your combo? You have Coil into Blast Off and some Mines, but a lot of that is going to be mitigated by Visage. You're likely going to be fighting into Aegis sometime soon, because I think Spirit with their Solar Crest will be interested in taking that Roshan as well. Slark is very close to Diffusal and has the Echo Saber.
Oh, the invisible Sky Revolt.
Yeah, not quite enough. Whisper will be on the receiving. That makes no sense that he got back that way.
Yeah, it happens. Never mind. I think the game bugged a little bit.
Brood is special. Brood faces every way at once, so it's a bit random which
glimpse.
leg you trip him on. Glimpse on Matthew. Again, I feel like I've seen this 10 times this game.
It is actually live when I'm watching a replay. Oh, not a charge.
Yeah, no glimpse available this time. Obviously, they just used it on Matthew, so this is probably going to be the end of it. But yeah, 7k lead, and honestly, the timing could not be any better. Slark is getting his Diffusal in 50 gold, and
it's nighttime.
It's just turned nighttime, so you really cannot ask for better conditions to keep snowballing the game. And EG, they came in with a different plan. This is not necessarily what we've seen that much from EG, playing Panda on the Techies, playing the Brood for Whisper. Spirit's preparations definitely paid off so far in this one. And
do you really... Pakaz has a BKB queued up. I feel like this item will not allow you to win the game if that's your purchase. I feel like the one thing you can play for is delay the game a couple minutes, get your Aghanims, and try to take a good fight. In the meantime, have Brood push some lanes with the spiders, maybe go for a smoke kill.
Maybe do some horse holding here. We're going to glimpse him in. Oh, bad timing from Yatoro. A rare mistake. Is actually maybe going to save Pakaz? Maybe not.
Oh, he didn't fully shift?
Nope. Good static storm from Miposhka. Didn't get the shift off. Pakaz. Third death this game, yep. And, well, speaking of chicken, EG are running away
not a free
chickens.
Kill.
And
double kill.
Oh, yeah. How many do you want to get? Another one? Another two?
Yes.
Collapse. Monster kill, 9k the lead, 21 kills to 9. A lot of kills at this game state for this tournament. In the later stages, this has been relatively quiet, but interestingly enough, we've seen a couple of teams play these like tempo strategies with great success. We've seen this game from Spirit. We've seen EG were trashing a game as well. PSG LGD had a tempo game. It really makes you wonder if teams are maybe straying a little bit away from stuff that used to work and overcompensating with late game, when strategies like this just seem to own sometimes.
I mean, if Spirit played like this against a team, I don't know, such as Bed Boom, who just want to chill and farm for 40 minutes and then slay you, I feel like they would have destroyed them. They're up 10k gold. This is the most aggressive I've seen a team play in this entire tournament, I think. Maybe LGD with that one Brood Primal Beast game they had.
Yeah. I think the good news for you in regards to Spirit versus Bet Boom is that that's actually Spirit's last matchup, so they can still do that to Bet Boom. Yeah.
I mean, if they do this tomorrow, they have a good shot.
I really feel like if you're a team that perfects fast gameplay right now, you have a very good shot at making a very deep run here, just because of if the pace slows down and you're one of the teams that can really match. Wait, hang on. Pakaz!
What are we doing here, bro?
Right into... Oh my god! What is happening? happening to Pakaz today. Just absolutely overextending, getting punished instantly. And that's not going to be the end of it. There's more to come. Panda is screwed.
He's fine. He's fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's fine.
He wanted to refill his mid laner's bottle soon.
He will.
But his mid... Yeah, they can refill the bottle in the fountain together.
Yep.
See Smile.
It's not
no
the max
blink. Wow.
Ah, this is ugly.
Damn.
Yeah.
Collapse 11-0.
Unlucky for Matthew.
Yeah.
He does rack up some records every now and then.
He does.
Sadly, this is not a good one.
This is usually 10 at 18 minutes is usually his amount of courier kills, but this time around he is the chicken, so playing that Skywrath is sometimes you're just on the receiving end. This is a, from my perspective, if you don't win the early game, this is a terrible Skywrath game. There's just Disruptor, Glimpse, Charge, Slark is going to own you, Visage Birds. The more I see this play out, the more I really like Spirit's draft, where we were maybe a little bit concerned about was Slark the perfect choice, but honestly, with how everything else has gone in the game, I don't think it was particularly crucial that Yatoro got off to a good start, even as it looks.
This was a really
very
crazy
uncharacteristic mistake from Pakaz here. Didn't get shift off at all. It just got in.
Oh, back live, Matthew, racking up the record a bit more.
Yep, let's go for
Plus
11.
one.
Panda is...
He's fine again. He will refill once more.
Out exploring the world. Panda, little known fact about this guy, actually has a background as a cartographer, out trying to draw a map of the Radiant jungle here. See Smile has to get out. Whisper will as well make his retreat, but gets pounced in the trees, and just a matter of time, they should be able to lock him down and keep that vision. See Smile looking for the trade. Yatoro has a lot of stacks though. Actually
GG.
Staying alive. Yep. Well, okay. If you guys were worried that the game started a little bit late and we were behind schedule, thank you so much, Team Spirit, for